Espresso martinis are so overdone. Instead, stay tuned for my twist on a milk tea style of cocktail. Hang out a little bit and let me show you how to make a study break. I created this study break for my girlfriend Ange, and it's actually me poking fun at her outrageous milk tea drinking habits. Originally I wanted to make this like an espresso martini because that's really hip and trendy right now, but it ended up being more like White Russian. And actually I think it's a better representation of what a milk tea drink is. Let's make a study break. To make a study break, we'll need our mixing tin. So grab a mixing tin, and to that we'll add our base spirit, which is black tea infused shochu. This is how you make black tea infused shochu.
First, add 200 milliliters of shochu to a jar. Take a tea bag of black tea, or about 1 teaspoon of loose leaves, and quickly rinse in hot water. Then, steep the tea inside the jar for 2 hours. This recipe can easily be scaled up if you want to make a larger batch. After it is done infusing, remove the tea bag and there you have black tea infused shochu.
To our mixing tin, we'll add 2.5 ounces of black tea infused shochu. And then we'll add 1 ounce of creamer. I'm using oat creamer. You can use any cream. And then I'm gonna add 1/2 ounce of brown sugar syrup. This is a 2-to-1 syrup, so it's 2 parts brown sugar to 1 part water. And you can always add more, just like a boba shop. If you want it sweeter, you can always add a little bit more syrup. That was 1/2 ounce of brown sugar syrup. And then finally, we're gonna add a 1/4 ounce of a coffee liqueur. I'm using Mr. Black. And that's it. We're gonna add ice to our other tin. We're gonna shake for 10 seconds. And then we're gonna take our highball glass. And what we're actually gonna do is something interesting. We're gonna actually coat the outside with brown sugar syrup, kind of like they do at boba shops. Gives it a nice look, gives it streaks. And this also kind of adds more sweetness, so that's why I didn't add too much sugar initially into the drink. There we go. And then we're gonna strain it in to their glass. There's already ice in there. And finally, we're gonna garnish it with a pick with these little bobas on top. Seems a little ridiculous, but I think it looks really nice. There you have a study break. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, that's good. The black tea really comes through. Shochu is a perfect spirit to infuse black tea into because it's a lighter one, it's a neutral spirit, and also has a little earthiness. The black tea is really elevated, and then that brown sugar really complements it. It just gives it a classic boba milk tea to kind of taste. The oat creamer is really nice because it gives it richness, but it's not too heavy. So I kind of prefer it over heavy cream, but again, you can use heavy cream if you want. And then that coffee liqueur, it just adds depth to the flavor. It just rounds it out and fills in that kind of like middle palate kind of area. So definitely something you should make. It's definitely a treat. And thank you guys for joining me. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Cocktail Notes. Cheers.